Hello, my name is Elin Dalaryd and I work as an environmental strategist in the city of Lund. And we are part of the project Circular Minds. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about a good practice that we have reported within this project. This good practice, it was about a reuse inventory or climate neutral and circular construction. And some background is that we had a school that was about to be demolished and give place to a new school. And there had been some publicity about this demolition, and we wanted to make it to something positive, and therefore we decided to make this reuse inventory. This was our very first reuse inventory, and our goal was to learn about the process and to start off a work to become more circular. And we came up with this idea only 2 months before the demolition was about to start. It was me and an environmental colleague and also the project manager for this new school that was about to be built. And it was a very short time. We realized that later, and we had to have a very quick process of both the inventory and trying to assure the offset of the materials that we found. And to do this, we gathered quite a large group to make the inventory. And we had a purpose with that, and that was that we wanted many people to learn about this and to get a positive idea of how we could work in the future. So we gathered both real estate managers, people from the entrepreneur, a researcher from Lund University, an expert on cultural buildings, and also people that work with outdoor environment. And we had a checklist, and we walked around the school in groups and listed all materials and items that we thought could have a value and could be used elsewhere. And when we had done that, we had a priority order that we wanted in first hand to reuse the materials in the new school that was about to be built. And if that didn't work, we wanted to see if we could find another of our public buildings that we could use the material in. And thirdly, if we couldn't use it ourselves, we could sell it either through an auction firm or through a digital flea market, because this was during the pandemics, so we didn't want people to meet too much. So therefore, we arranged this digitally. And the entrepreneur was very open to this and to use reused items, although we hadn't included it in the contract, but we had a kind of open contract with them, which I think was key to why we could include it a little bit late in the process. Yes, and some evidence of success. I think that this experience of our first reuse inventory, it led to changes in internal procedures and to tenders to promote material reuse. We learned a lot, and I think we really managed to spread the knowledge widely in our organization. And we tried to do some calculations, and we could see that this first reuse inventory, it saved about 30,000 to 40,000 euros. We tried to estimate CO2, but we didn't have the proper tool for that at the moment. But we could get a measure of the weight, and 1,600 tons of brick were reused to fill the ground under the new building. And some of the items that we could save, it was metal fences, shelves, limestone, windowsills, sports hall equipment, a ventilation system, and bricks. We tried to save some stone flooring, but didn't succeed because it broke when we tried to remove it. Of course, we learned some things during this process. One was that if we're going to do this in a larger scale, we need a digital tool. We used Excel and different lists, and it was really messy to try to keep track on all the materials and who was going to take care of what. So a digital tool is absolutely necessary to work with this in a bigger scale. We also learned that a storage is needed for the ventilation system that we could take out and reuse in another school. We had to rent some space for a year and a half, I think. And if you have your own storage, that would be more economically. Also, we learned that 2 months was very short time to do this, and an inventory should be done at least 6 months in advance before the demolition in order to be able to take care of all the things you want to save. You also need to establish good systems to ensure a smooth transition of materials, so you know who's in charge and where things are going to go and so on. And you need a responsible person with the right expertise to make decisions about what kind of materials is worth saving and not. We also learned that it is really good to involve stakeholders like we did, to continue to spread the engagement through seminars and so on, which we also did after this inventory to build knowledge in the organization. So where are we now? After we did this reuse inventory, a plan for climate neutral building and construction was developed in our city, which says that we're going to be climate neutral in the building and construction sector by 2030. And I think that due to this reuse inventory, we got a good start to work with these questions. We have also added new tender criteria, for example, a maximum amount of waste that new buildings and retrofitting can raise during the process. We have also developed a new routine for these kind of reuse inventories, so they tend to run much more smoothly nowadays. And we also have this digital tool, so we can follow up and know where all the things are situated and who's going to buy them or where are they going to go. We also have a physical storage now, and we have a reuse organization that is developing with expertise on these questions and this very important storage area where we can store building material from now on. As I said before, this has had some impacts on our procurement processes with some more circular demands. With this waste reduction criterion, we also have a criterion on flexibility that says that designing the buildings should be designed for flexible use and easy change of function. We also include a minimum percentage of reused materials in new buildings and a maximum climate impact that comes from this plan for climate neutral building and construction. And that was my last slide. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you very much.